What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. Last Day on Earth action, free to play, and the day is finally here. The moment that some of you have been waiting for. Very excited today. We've got some big progression. We have some big progression. So I want to start off by saying we are 60 some episodes into this. We're quite a few hours of play on this account. We're currently sitting at level 209. We've maxed our level. We have absolutely maxed our level. We have every skill that we can get up to this point in the game. Everything topped up. And for the first time, we are going to try to go and get a real raid. You heard that right. All right, so the base looks a little bit different. This is the last piece right here. So let's showcase the base really quick here. We have set up, we are ready, I feel like, to get our raiding on. It has taken, I would say, a very, very heavy dedicated grind to get to this point. The base is not exactly perfect for what I would be looking for, but I feel good enough with where we're sitting to jump into it. I need to make a few additional adjustments. I essentially just need to add an additional layer of walls, probably like right here, right in here, right this area. Probably move this now that I'm taking a look at it. Probably plop this over here. But we have successfully gotten a full outer perimeter of stone walls. Oh, what happened here? Well, we need to build a few wood walls. Excuse me. All right. So the way that this sets up, and it's probably something that a lot of players do. This is a pretty consistent game plan for essentially keeping the revenge raids from getting to the inside of your base, is doing this lattice work structure. So essentially we're just trying to put in a bunch of walls. Every wall that gets broken down for damage, it makes sound, and then that subsequently takes away from what the NPCs can get into the base. Now, that being said, a full outer wall here of stone will be a limiting factor, but it will not stop them from breaking into the base. Right, so there's a world in which they could break into this layer here, and because we don't have a secondary layer, I need to go ahead and do that to make sure that they can't get into the inner workings here. So as I recognize that, we need to make one additional change. So let's go ahead and do that right at the moment. I need to move this. We can put this right here, that's fine. Then I need to move just a few chests here. Let me move this one right here. Can move this one down. I think the drone's probably fine to stay where it is. We're gonna build up some additional walls. I'm gonna put some doors here just so that I can get to my drone. Have to move those. Just gonna make these all doors because why not? I will need to shift these around. I'm just gonna make these doors as well. This is probably being a little too extra protective, but this just makes sure that they can't get. Really, essentially, I want to stop them from getting to my weapons. That's really the only thing I care a ton about saving. But we do want to make sure that we can get there. Now, the likelihood that we do this first raid and get a revenge raid right away is relatively low, I would say. But we want to be prepared just in case for that perspective. So we are pretty well set here. I'm very excitingly going to upgrade this last wall. Now, this isn't technically the last wall because I haven't upgraded any of these walls. We have 4 more here. The garage here should protect us from that, so no concerns. I did do an extra wall inside here just for any special circumstances. We could also build in some additional walls here to give us the extra layer. And we're essentially just probably limited by this section. and we just need to be careful right around here. But again, you got to see that they have to break into this wall, chop this wall down. They would have to come in, and then again, they're going through 2 walls basically to get into our base at any point. And then they would have to pick the right chests. I feel okay with this. Typically, I want a couple of additional layers, but I'm very, very excitedly going to add this last wall and be done, at least for the moment, with needing oak and upgrading these things. That feels so good. That feels so good. I cannot tell you, we spent a major amount of time this season getting this prepared. For those of you that have been along with me for the journey, you recognize that it has not been long that we have been on the journey here for these walls, for these stone walls. We have been very slowly attacking this, not spending a ton of time in the oak zones. I put a little bit of pressure on myself to try to keep working towards that. I really didn't want to wait until we got max level to hit some raids, but that's just where we fell. And then we started pushing forward, and you can see again, we have the entire perimeter here built, and it's great. The good part here is we have a huge base. The other key component that we have here is we do have a bait chest. This is going to be great for us. What likely will happen is that we will get some noise from this. They will take some items. This is going to help us to make sure that we can get the revenge raid. In free to play especially, there's 2 things that we want to do. We want to make sure as best we can that we get revenge raids, because it's going to take time and a lot of resources to get all of these tasks done. So we want to try to build up our skulls as quickly as possible. Revenge raids are going to allow us to get on a raid streak, and then we're going to see some consistency with that. So that part is really, really important. So a bait chest absolutely is what we want to do, because we want them to steal enough things where we get the opportunity to do that. I'm actually going to probably build another section of walls right here, just so that we have a triple layer, right? We want them to have to break through multiple layers to get into the base here. So I feel pretty good. Like I said, there is some vulnerabilities. They could break into this wall, they could chop this, they could chop that, and then they're in here. Our specialty stuff here is the most protected. What I will likely look to do, if we can get some good raids and we can get some oak planks from those raids, as I will probably build what I'm going to call an inner perimeter. So I will then probably take like this section and build an interior section of stone, which will make it much harder to get into the base. It will cost 2 C4, and then essentially from that point we should be pretty strongly protected. There is a world in which if you have a lot of skulls, you can get revenge raided back to back or very quickly. It's usually within about a 24-hour period is typical, but sometimes it resets and you can get hit again. The other thing that we do want to start working towards, and really is going to be my next big base improvement, if you notice, is my storages. I don't have a ton of upgraded storages. So what I want to do is move forward, start making a lot of these stone floors. That's going to be my next goal, is basically just populate this intersection with stone floors. And then from that point, at the same time, we'll work on upgrading our chests for additional capacity. So I feel pretty good with where we're at. We have managed so far through this, but having a bunch of additional capacity in these chests will be really big. And as we get raiding and as we start pushing forward, we're going to need the space. We're going to need the space to hold on to a lot of things. So I am very excited that we have this done, like exceptionally excited. So I have a little bit of time on the healer here, 26 minutes. I want to make the most of it because we're going to need some energy. So let's pop in. We are going to call the raiders for the first time here. As soon as you attack others' bases, raiders will reveal your coordinates to other survivors. They will be able to attack you during 24 hours. Remember, wooden plank and stone walls won't protect your chests. That's okay. I feel pretty good. Let's get these guys to jump in here for the first time. Very excited about this. A couple of you have commented. I am actually very impressed or happy with myself personally that we were able to get to this point without having to raid. Now, with that being said, would I do this again? No, I would not. I would focus on this a little bit more, getting the base prepared to do this, because A lot of the things that we've gone to upgrade probably could have happened, I would say, somewhat quicker. Although I think we've done a good job of kind of focusing on the main components, especially our vehicles, to get access to a lot of areas. That was my main goal here. So what do we got? We got make 5 iron hatchets. We can do that. Find a C4. We can do this. So we have a trick for this. A blue captain's card. See, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the ones that stink. These are really, really hard to do. I'm not going to be able to raid today. I don't have the captain's card. And I just did the police station. I just did it. All right, we can kill the beast. And then we need to head to Limestone Ridges and kill Deadface. This we can do. This we can do. Let me show off a couple of little tricks here. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and we want to get the C4. You might say, how do you do that? You just come in here and you grab one of these. That's all you got to do. And you find the C4. That's a beautiful part of having those in your inventory, is that's an immediate way to grab that and get that task done very quickly. So I am happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and actually drop this away. And we are pretty well full up. Let's go ahead and see what kind of cards do I have at the moment. Yeah, see, I don't have enough. I just did. It's so funny. I was really worried about this. I just did 5 green cards to grab some extra weapons and get ourselves supplied up here really quickly. I could get 2 more with what we have. Do I have any cards in here? Gosh, I have 1 green. I'm gonna take this. That's 4. We're so close, dude. We're so close. Because I can go and kill the blind one. That part's not too bad. I just queued this, though. This is the toughest part, my opinion, about trying to get these on free-to-play, is not having the access to do this. I can refresh it for 40. Gosh, I really don't want to do that. I also really don't want to go and do any waves, because it's just going to be super unprofitable for me. The first 10 waves, I do have some mines, I feel like, but it would be way better if we had an event, and we don't. We're not going to have the event for a minute. I did go and spin some to grab a couple of these rewards as well. We could hope for supply. We could push for supply and see if we get a blue card. That has happened before. Gosh, and of course it had to be the blue cards. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and we're going to just try to set up for our first raid. We're not going to be able to do it in this episode, unfortunately, but we have some time. I did go and clear a good portion of the 3rd floor of the bunker. So let's go and let's set ourselves up. We need 4. I need 7 total. Because we can clear some floors here. I do have 6 mines. I do have some grenades. Really don't want to do that. I really don't want to use that up. It's not a waste. It's just not going to be good. It's not going to be good. The other thing that we could look to go do, but I also just did this in preparation. I've also been trying to grind the season. Strategically, again, we're not going to get anywhere close to the end, unfortunately, but I did want to try to get up to 63. So I've been just trying to do a whole bunch of stuff that I know is going to give me a good amount of season reward points. Again, we hit Bunker Alpha just because it's good to clear, and we have some work to do there. I went and I did the transport hub. I got a great crate from that, which actually helped me from some weapons perspective, so that was really, really good. So I'm hoping to get at least through 63. If I can, maybe up to like 65 would be great to get an extra crate. So we got 2 days left to go do that. I'm going to go ahead and take... I'm not going to take them because I'm not going to crack the crate. We did already open these 2. Let's go ahead I'm going to bring an extra set of armor here. We will likely need it. Might even bring 2 sets of armor. Bring 2 sets of armor here. We've been stockpiling up some meds, which has been really good. So let's grab these. I'm going to bring a whole bunch of food with us. I think I moved my food one over here. Nope, that's all my mushrooms. We did so much grinding of the oak zones. Like a crazy amount of grinding of the oak zones. Let's hit a couple water bottles. Let's drop this in to get this going. We have just been really on the grind train, which I've enjoyed. I oak zones kind of is what it is. But we did put in the time. Got a lot of stuff there. Just going to make sure we have plenty of time here. Grab these, just in case those get stolen. I don't like my base setup nearly as much as I had before. All right. What I want to do is, let's see what weapons we have available. All right. We got a couple of these. What shape was this in? Not great. I think we'll be okay with that one. I'll bring an extra one just in case. I feel pretty good. We are already cleared. We just need to do the grenade trick on 3. We'll queue up the hard mode. And then I think I can get hard mode through with this. I'll bring this just in case as well. Actually, I'll bring this. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We should be all right. Let's eat up these. All right. We should be in good shape. I got their grenades. Not going to open that crate. All right. What else did we need to do here to set up for this raid? I have the healer here still for 17 minutes, so I gotta move quick. So we gotta kill the blind one. We can make the machetes. Let's do that. Oh, my inventory's full. So those were some good tasks. I don't mind those tasks at all. Those were some decent ones. Need to drop these in here. Again, we're probably not going to be able to make use of the healer. But just grab the energy now. Maybe I do that. I don't think I can do it all in 16 minutes. How much energy do we got? 130. Urgh. Do I need to run anywhere really quick? You know what? I'm going to do that. Let's go grab this airdrop really fast. And then we'll come back and we'll finish this up. We'll grab the energy just to use the healer, and then we'll run over to the bunker, and we'll do that. I don't really have a good crate that doesn't have a lot of stuff in it. This doesn't have a ton of stuff in it. That should be fine. We'll leave that there. We're going to go run, hit that airdrop. Just trying to be efficient with our energy, and part of what I was actually excited about was to be able to go and do some of the tasks, run around to a couple of different places, and then be able to refill the energy from the healer. Felt like it was going to be pretty good, but couldn't quite make that work. I had kept a lot of locations open, so like the farm, the motel. Again, I really didn't expect to get the police station. I didn't do a whole lot here in the bunker either because I was expecting maybe some quests, which was good because, again, we're going to be able to kill the blind one. That's actually really nice. I've been wanting to go and get some progress on hard mode, something that we haven't done a ton of. This guy's going to spit at me. Hate you. I hate you. The other good part about this is we do have supply going on, so this isn't going to be wasted. I'll say it won't be wasted points for killing these guys. The other one that I'm nervous about is trying to do the puppies. Finding the puppies is really hard. All right, I don't need that. I do want to grab up any deer in this location. It's actually really nice. It's a nice one. Got a spring. That's cool. Got him. Go. Should at least be another deer. Sneak this guy. I don't really need to use that, but we did anyways. I was really looking forward to sharing a raid with you today. Just not going to quite get there, but we'll prep up for it, which isn't bad. And then we'll see what the supply brings us. Hopefully you enjoyed the base update. It gives us a little bit more time to keep preparing. There's only one deer here? That sucks. All right. We used up some energy. It's not the worst from an efficiency standpoint. And run back here. I could also see... Let's see what the dealer has. See if we can get anything good from the dealer. Might be able to get a puppy or a weapon crate. Weapon crate would be great. Hopefully. Something good. Mr. Dealer. 2 bandages, a first aid kit, and 7 alcohol. Well, that we can absolutely do. And we can do this actually just on the way. Have the first aid kit. Have the bandages. I feel pretty good with that, actually. Should be okay. What we're bringing to the raid. This is what I was talking about with having the storages get upgraded. This is going to be the next big goal for us to do. Just getting that stuff pumped up. That way we just have more storage. We have expended a lot of materials. To get to this point. I'm going to go ahead and just bring this with me too, I think. We are really close on some upgrades. Let's really quick talk about this because I have a second to do that. Oh, I can't run down there. I need to run down there and then run back. Now that I'm thinking about that. To use up the energy. I don't really need to use the energy up, but... Sitting here thinking I was going to be super smart, but then I wasn't going to be able to use the healer, so that is kaput. Alright, let's bring just an extra stack of bandages with us too. We'll split these. I'll take 8 more. Alright. Let's go. I'm gonna put this set of armor away and these grenades just in case. Nothing bad will happen. Really didn't need to do this. Force a habit. But being able to get now stone floors set across the board will then allow us to, like I said, to upgrade our chests. Then we get a little bit more flexibility, and like I said, and then I'm gonna think probably about installing a inner perimeter stone wall to protect our most valuable chests and area. And I think once we do that, then we'll be really well raid prepared. So that will be nice. All right, so we got that back. What do we got here? Oh, sledge. I actually am out of these. I am out of these at the moment. The other thing we could do is we could look at building a second layer of stone walls behind our first layer. Like a 2-layer defense. That is going to be a longer term play. Unless, of course, we can find a raid with a whole bunch of oak. We can find a raid with a whole bunch of oak and a whole bunch of wood. I would not be opposed to building that. What I'm essentially suggesting is taking another layer of inner walls here, if you follow my cursor, and essentially making these all stone. What that then ends up doing is we would still probably have an additional layer of wood to get into. But if we did that, it would essentially just eliminate most of their capability of getting into the base. Again, we would have some section walls here where we'd have things blocked off. If they cracked any of those, by the time they hit 1 or 2 chests, they basically would be out with the amount of noise that they would be making. So, all right, we're going to grab some energy here. And, oh, I should show what's in this. Inside of this is just going to be some broken melee weapons and then spears with a blue mod on it. This should well suffice for a bait chest. Should work. If we find anything else good to throw in here, we will go ahead and do that. But this is probably mostly what this is going to consist of. And I don't want a ton of things in here. We could also drop in an electronic circuit is a really good way of doing a bait chest. If you want to do that, I recommend electronic circuit and then spears with blue mods weigh really heavily. Any weapons with mods on it actually is good, but blue mods are some of the best. So let's grab some energy here, and we'll see you just in a second. Okay, here we are. Floor 3. Again, we have already cleared this. We're ready to do the grenade trick. So I'm going to go ahead, showcase that right here really quick. If you haven't seen this, hopefully you know about this. You're well versed in this. This should give us some really good supply points. It should give us some good seasonal points as well. So this is going to be a bonus for us here to pick up a handful of things, which is nice. We'll also be able to pick up a whole bunch of tickets, which will be good for us here. And then be in good shape. And then we will go ahead and fight through this and do the same thing on hard mode. We really just need to get to... actually, I'll probably just fight to the blind one and kill the blind one. And then probably clear this on my own. But we can do the same trick. Just need an additional grenade on hard mode to take care of everything. The Frenzy Giants get some additional armor. I'm gonna just jog through here. Make sure I turn these off. There we go. Yep. Good. This guy. This guy. The big fatties. All the big fatties coming for us. I love this trick. This is just very, very efficient. 3 grenades. That's all it'll take. I like to wait for them to pile up here. Dodge this guy. That was close. Get to the side. Now, I don't run through the smoke area or the toxic gas. You can if you want. You can do that. I don't mind killing the extra few toxic spitters. I think it's a little bit of a safer run. You've probably seen me do this quite a few times if you're a fan of the channel. But just run into here. Boom. I like to come to this corner first because it'll force. Sometimes you can get a few zombies, like some of the toxic spitters, to run around the corner here. They're very aggressively trying to hit me. I should have just used this. It's okay. We'll put the grenade on and then we wait for the fat boys. The fat men. Get them all to get up inside here. And we'll drop some nades on them. See you in 1 second. All right, I think we've got them all. So let's get to go in here. Ooh, good. First toss. Nicely done. Boom. I think we shorted that one. Shorted that one. That one will go. Boom. And one more. And there we go. Beautiful. Cargo value increase. So that's really nice for supply here. Ooh. Could pick up a mine. That'd be pretty good. I would love to take that, actually. Let's go ahead and we'll see how many tickets we grab here. That was pretty good. Good season points too. Looking for lots of red tickets. Now it becomes important to stack up the red tickets because you can find C4s in the red tickets. So that would be one good thing that we'll hang on to these a little bit more cautiously, I will say. Let's go ahead and run through. I'll take you with me on my journey here to pick this stuff up. I am, again, very, very excited to get into raiding. Raiding is going to be where we start to see potentially some really good profit. It's probably going to take us some time. If you're not familiar with how raiding works, you're essentially destroying or going and raiding copies of people's bases. Now, you're not actually raiding other players. You are raiding a player base, but you're not really raiding that specific player. It's a copy of it. It's an NPC version. The raiders that attack you back are not real people. They are AI or NPCs that come and will raid you, steal some things. And then again, when you get a revenge raid, the revenge raid is another copy of a different player base. Revenge raids, in my experience, sometimes can have the better loot, although you can find some absolutely stockpiled bases with a handful of C4, and we have quite a few on our disposal. I think I showed that crate really quickly. We have a lot. We have 8 more in. Oh, we got 2 grenades back. That's huge. This run basically cost us nothing. It cost me 1 grenade. That's awesome. So with that setup, revenge raids can be great. They're free raids essentially too, which is always really nice. You don't have to get anything. What we need to do is start getting into the raids to level up our rep with the raiders. Now they're supposed to show us better bases. We'll see. It's been so long. I've had max rep on my main account for such a long time. It's really hard for me to judge. You get crappy raids. You're gonna get some raids that have some crap in them. The beautiful part for me is just basic materials are still going to be really, really helpful. So finding things like stacks of batteries, finding even stacks of like bolts and some of that other stuff is still going to be really valuable for me with how much progression we still need, right? The other thing that we're going to be on a heavy lookout for is ATV wheels. I need a ton of those. I want to try to get those done. That's going to be a big milestone for us to get knocked out. These crates have been really good. Actually very impressed with these so far. I don't take wires. We have enough wires. So that's going to be good for us. It's going to be good. And again, basic materials would be really nice. I'll be on the lookout for a lot of oak and a lot of pine. Pine not so much because we can make it. It's very easy. But oak especially will be really, really good for us. And hopefully we can find some of that. That's then going to help to escalate our base building and get us to a spot where we get even more comfortable with revenge raids. The thing I'm most scared about with a revenge raid is the fact that if we get one of our walls broken, I think I have a little bit of excess oak and some materials to hang on to, but not a ton. Honestly, not a ton. And that's just something that we have to be kind of aware of. So we're going to kill a couple of these guys. I'll use the pistola. Do that. We have our reset here. Just get this last crate. Again, I don't mind this part. You can run through here. There is a pathing in which you can go through that and grab these guys. I just think it's very, very dangerous because this room is really tight. This is a really tight room. You can come in here. You can essentially open this big door right here. You can run in here. You can run down here. The thing I have done to the best success is actually running to here to get the zombies to approach you and then running around this way. But it's so easy to get trapped. So easy to get trapped there. So if you don't want to risk it, do what I did. Spend a little bit of health, a little bit of weapon durability, and then you don't have to mess with all those because at that point you have a lot of things chasing you. Lots of things chasing you. Okay, let's go ahead and let's fight our way. Let's fight our way to the big guy. That's crazy. We can put all that stuff in here. All right, let's grab these. This. Nope. This. I'll save the grenades for now. I'll come back. I'm gonna want the military armor probably. Need this, and this. We got 16 of the red coops. It's really good. I think we had 1 or 2 in here already. That's actually really good. I'm actually very happy with that. So that's been cleared. Now, Let's actually hit this. Let's power this up. Now, I am going to fully clear floor 3 again with the grenades that we brought. I'm not going to showcase that for you because same trick applies. You just got to fight through it. We've powered this up. Let's get down here. Let's take care of some hard mode Bunker Alpha. Drop this in. Ooh, this armor has like 0 durability left. We're gonna sail this real fast. All right, lots of sneaking here. We need to get the Diablo blade on this. It doesn't quite kill these guys. Take some damage from this guy, unfortunately. Just gonna muscle through him. Need to hit him. There we go. All right. The M16 on. Pop this. A little bit of damage, but the in-between heals. That's why we brought a lot of carrots, because we do the in-between heals. All right, let's go now. The other thing that we need, I need one more turret sensor here. Need one more to get our seaweed farm up. That's the only thing we're missing. Let's see, did we get lucky enough? Dang it. Been waiting on that. I've been waiting for one. We have one we can get in the expedition, actually. We can get some progress there. Ooh, a pistola. Very nice. They don't take the paint anymore. Get a whole thing full of paint. All right. Now, the good part here, we can just use a lot of base weapons. And I'm actually going to swap over to carrots for heals. I hate that the transition time takes so long. It used to not do that. Quality of life feature, though. Get our weapons refilled. I don't know if we'll see that here. Oh, I didn't bring a shotgun. What am I doing? Might have to run back. Forgot a shotgun. Can't believe I forgot a shotgun. I actually need to bring something to kill the big guy. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh. All right, that's okay. We can actually take some stuff back. That'll be fine. Let's just get healed up here. I actually might have a good shotgun in my stash that we can grab from. You don't have to kill these guys to get to the blind one. I just like to do that. And again, if we had a Diablo blade, we'd be killing this guy right out and then be able to get a sneak attack on this, which would be extra good. Whoop! Careful now. There we go. Beautiful. Nice. Stripe. I'll take it. Okay. Let's just heal up with some carrots. And let's see if we got a shotgun here. I think we do. Big ammo, long silencers, light handguard, red dot sight. This thing should do basically the damage for us that we need. This is really good. It's not far off from where we have built right now, which is really nice. All right, that's recovering. Got meds. We got the shoddy. Should be in good shape. Should be in really good shape, actually. This should also definitely give us enough points here to get into the extremely rare tier. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at those crits. Triple crit. Oh, it's so good. Holy moly. I think this might be the first time on this free-to-play account I've actually shown killing this guy, maybe? If that's the case, another milestone complete. Blind one. Getting the booty smacks. Now, we could use carrots here. I just don't like to... I don't like to stress it. Need to get over here. Make sure he doesn't heal. We will get our full heal back. So that saves us 1. All right, hopefully we can get some good crits here. All right, we're killing him next. Next go, we're killing him for sure. Stay out of the way. Crit, crit. Boom, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Easy. This is a good shotgun. Really good shotgun. We're able to save for ourselves a med kit there. Only 4 med kits used. That's clean. That's really clean. All right, I don't want to use the shotgun up. So at this point, again, now I would just push forward and keep clearing this. That's all we're going to do. Is just work towards, keep clearing this, keep knocking the rest of this part out. And this is probably where I'm going to leave you. A little bit maybe of a, not necessarily a shorter episode. So we are prepped up. We have 2 more tasks to do to set up for our first raid. We need the blue card. So I'm going to try to keep working towards that. Let's see again what we got here. Supply. Oh, we could get a VSS. I have to grab this. This is just too good to not get this VSS. This would be huge for us. The mine is really good, but the VSS would be so good. So it's going to take us a couple days. I've got to wait for Blackport PD to reset. We really do at this point now need to probably push very soon to try to get the 99 waves so that we can set that up. We're going to wait for the next event that comes up, but we will try to grab that. In the meantime, I can work towards getting a blue card. I would just need a reset on Blackport PD to be able to jump in there and essentially just clear it. I don't have to do any waves. I should get enough cards by clearing it to essentially get the 10 we need for the 1 green card to then upscale that up into a blue one, and then we can drop that in there to get that going. In the meantime, I will set up to make sure that we can go ahead and get Deadface killed, knock him out. That's just going to take some time running back and forth. I actually don't mind that because what we'll use is we'll use that time to go and actually farm some iron ore. So we'll just try to make a good use of that time. I do need a whole bunch of iron plates to be able to install our floors. So we're going to start that grind because, again, the next thing I'm going to really want to do is try to get all of the stone floors built. And then from that point, we'll try to hopefully, again, either get a good raid with some more oak, or we'll start heading back to the oak zones on occasion, maybe once a day or something, hopping over there, doing some oak farming so that we can start stockpiling that to build our interior walls, and then really establish our base well from that perspective. So I hope you're excited. I'm sorry I could not show you a raid. I was really hoping to get lucky. If we would have just not gotten the blue inspector card task at Blackport PD, I think we would have had it. If it would have been like making med kits or making a set of armor, we actually would have been there, because I could have obviously killed the blind one. We would have just ran back and forth till we find Deadface, and I think we would have been a good spot there. So we are nearing and we're winding down on this season, so you have a little bit more time. We are close. We're close. We're going to knock this out. I'm going to get 63 for sure, but we're getting there. I really am excited to share end of season with you. We're going to do some expedition progress as we always do. I'm hoping by end of season, maybe we can have the raid ready, so we can kind of do end of season and a raid. That would be really fun, and showcase what we got. I've been working on a few other things, but this has been a lot of the focus, so I'm excited to get that done. Big push to get our base ready to go, and we're there, which is really, really cool. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you got any questions or comments, please let me know. We've covered some raiding in the past. We have a whole raid playlist, which we will utilize ourselves for the raids that we get. We will also post probably the raids that we do over there, or on this account over there as well, to showcase any of the goodies. So be sure to stay tuned to that. Go check that playlist out if you are heavy into raiding. We have some good research for you to go and do. So pop in there before you go do your raids just to check to see if we've done a video on that. And hopefully that's helpful for you. And I really look forward to doing that here on this account and getting some goodies. Hopefully we can get a good base here pretty quickly. Fingers crossed that we get some luck with that. So, but we'll start a raiding journey, which I'm really excited about. So thank you as always for tuning in. I'm gonna flash some socials to come subscribe to the YouTube thing. Links in the description for a whole lot of stuff. Both of our other channels, got our main channel, do some regular games over there, doing some Escape from Tarkov, as well as some Elden Ring. If you're interested in that, pop over. We'd really appreciate the support. In addition to that, we have our AGG MTG channel. If you are a fan of the Magic the Gathering and wondering where that content went, there's still some old stuff and some playlists here. We're going to keep it here, but we have lots of new Magic the Gathering content over on that channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, so if you enjoyed that content and you wouldn't mind, pop over there, hit that sub button for me. Really does appreciate it. And then again, stay tuned here. Make sure you're subscribed. Trying to get to 10K on this, and by the end of the year. We've got a ways to go, but we're making some good progress. And lots more Last Day on Earth. We got some fun stuff coming up here for you. We got the Forlorn Fair, which I'm really excited to jump in and free to play here and to knock out. We are finishing up the season. We do have Pursuit of Luck going on right now. Again, do whatever you want with this. I did grab these two first things, and the shotgun actually helped us out, so that was cool. And I needed the factory parts, so that was pretty neat. So we ran a little bit to get those two things, so that's not too terrible. Coming up here, though, we have Wreck Ship and Port Lab. We'll definitely be jumping into this. I'm excited about it. Dog Breeder coming up, and then Commune Trials actually starting up on the 7th of August. This will take us up probably really nicely up into Forlorn Fair. So that kicks off on the 15th. So we've still got some time, but get prepped up, hit some alpha, hit whatever you need to do, be doing some raids yourself, get prepared for that. I'm very, very excited for Forlorn Fair and jumping into it. So we'll be covering a lot, lots more other videos on the channel coming to you. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. Be sure to catch the next one. Peace.